The world's most beautiful bridge is China's Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge. With a length of 104 miles, it now holds the record for the longest bridge in the world. The cost to build this engineering marvel, which is a component of the Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway, was around $8.5 billion, or $51 million every mile of the bridge. Welcome to Unleash Billions, the channel dedicated to exploring the lives and business strategies of the most successful entrepreneurs and business leaders in the world. So join us as we uncover the secrets of the billionaires and learn how you can unleash your own success. Let's get started. The Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge is also the strongest bridge in the world. It was designed to survive the worst disasters, including direct hits from 300,000-ton military cruisers and magnitude 8 earthquakes. The bridge is without a doubt one of the finest buildings of the 21st century and a modern engineering wonder. In fact, it has raised the bar for bridge construction and brought it to a completely new level. It is still China's most recent engineering marvel, even though the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge has surpassed it as the longest sea-crossing bridge in the world. China's Jiangsu County is home to Konghua, where the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge is located. 1.65 million call it home, an increase of more than a million since the end of 2004. The city has long been acknowledged as a significant hub of culture, with significant developments in opera, literature, and visual arts. It is also well known for being near significant transportation corridors. As part of a larger initiative to construct a high-speed rail line connecting Beijing and Shanghai to the Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway, the bridge was deemed essential. Historically, it took 4 to 12 hours to go by public transportation from Ningbo to Jiaxing. It now takes slightly less than 2 hours. The bridge also connects Danyang, Suzhou, Changzhou, Wuxi, and Kunshan. Unexpectedly, this massive undertaking has developed into a spectacle and popular tourist destination, with many visitors coming to the area specifically to see the bridge. You can't blame the tourists, since this enormous bridge is a sight to behold, spanning 260 feet broad and more than 100 miles long. After completion, it quickly and easily surpassed all previous records for long bridges. The Langfang-Qingshan section of the bridge's railway system extends for an astounding 70.8 kilometers. By any standard, this massive undertaking is a remarkable achievement that has changed the rules of bridge construction both in China and around the world. The bridge spans Yongcheng Lake for 5.6 miles and is supported above the water by 2,000 pillars and steel cables. Official statistics indicate that the portion of the bridge that crosses Yongcheng Lake may have been the most difficult to construct because doing so is not an easy task. Imagine how many barges and boats were utilized to transport supplies to the bridge, as well as the enormous amount of equipment required to drill the foundations for the 2,000 pillars. The Danyang Kunshan Bridge, which rises and falls over 62 miles of dramatically diverse terrain, was forced to be adaptable and dynamic due to these obstacles. The bridge crosses over significant towns and cities, rivers, lowland rice fields, lakes, and mountainous terrain. The bridge requires frequent strengthening since the majority of the land in the river's floodplain is composed to softer soils rather than solid bedrock. It's challenging to comprehend how the project's creators were able to produce such a wavy phenomenon. The project, which had never been completed on this scale, required the engineers to work hard to find unique construction methods and solutions. Apart from its enormous length, maintaining a single structure over more than 100 miles of topography was a significant difficulty to the bridge's construction. In critical areas, the bridge must be strong enough to support high-speed trains as well as cars and trucks. The Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge is a viaduct as well as a girder bridge. This shows that shorter spans rather than longer spans were used during construction. The viaduct design was chosen as a solid alternative for maintaining a bridge level over extended distances despite the topography, because a sizable component of the bridge crosses a river valley. Although the building's 8.5 billion price tag initially appears extravagant, a regular construction would have cost significantly more. This is due to the added advantages of the chosen construction method. It made it possible for construction to go incredibly quickly and efficiently, while also decreasing the needed footprint to occupy less space in this highly populated area and shorten construction time. A bridge received a high-speed line transfer. The bridge requires less land than a ground-based railway line, only 27 acres as opposed to 70 acres. It was, in other terms, a very environmentally responsible land use decision. Moreover, using comparable prefabricated components allowed for more straightforward construction procedures and required less planning. It should come as no surprise then that the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge requires extraordinary technical prowess. It's important to note that the structure was finished in just 4 years. Construction started in the spring of 2008 after a complete work plan was created in 2006. In the spring of 2008, the first of around 2,000 pillars was cast. 4 specially constructed factories along the route were used to construct the box girders, which were then lifted onto the pillars by a specialized crane. Each of these manufacturing plants occasionally generated more than 2 girders every day. In May 2009, the final beam was erected, and track construction was completed in November 2010. Due to this, the project was able to be completed on time, and the bridge was inaugurated in November 2010. During the course of the massive endeavor, an astounding 10,000 workers were used to construct the bridge. Several claim that it required 4 difficult years of hard effort and patience. The following June, when rail travel was very important in the early 2000s, it was publicly introduced and made available for use by the general public. Chinese companies chose to rebuild public transit in order to construct bridges of various shapes and widths. This revolution in bridge construction at the time led to the construction of hundreds of structures in steep and hilly terrain. The Chinese government could only build this large bridge after developing the habit of building so many bridges over so many years, making this construction method crucial for China at the time. China is renowned for starting and, perhaps more significantly, completing large-scale engineering projects on schedule. As a structure is being built, every effort is made to ensure that it will be finished successfully. Many engineers still have a hard time picturing a bridge that spans more than 104 miles, let alone having it built. In actuality, a portion of the bridge has the title of second largest bridge in the world. To be fair, China's Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge has once again demonstrated the nation's exceptional skill at building huge projects. China's technological might has amazed and never ceases to astound the world with the completion of this mega bridge and the numerous other mega projects that are now being built there. When additional amazing ideas from China come to light in the future, this will undoubtedly keep our interest. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Unleash Billions. So, what are your thoughts on the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge? Is this one of the greatest engineering feats to have come out of China? Let us know what you think of the magnificent bridge in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Remember, success is within your reach, so unleash your inner billionaire. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video.